up into Star Wars characters in Minecraft, and then made the heroes fight the villains to see who's the strongest. First, we'll remake this Iron Golem into the Mandalorian. Let's shrink this arm down and turn it into a shoulder armor piece, so we can start the suit of the Mandalorian's Beskar armor. Add the impenetrable Mandalorian gloves and the brown tool satchel strap. Now we can plug in some Mandalorian Beskar legs, and the Mandalorian can't take his helmet off, so let's cover this Iron Golem's face up. And we've got the Mandalorian in Minecraft. Let's see how that Darksaber is going to work against a pillager. Whoa! He shot one of his whistling birds out first. A smack into the ocean right there. Another whistling bird towards this pillager. This is looking quite gruesome so far. Good night, buddy. That fellow over there may actually be lucky. Oh no! Whoever fights the Mandalorian is going to have some trouble. But let's make it even more difficult by giving the Mandalorian a companion. Let's see if we can turn this bee into Grogu. Pull off the wings, and we'll replace them with Grogu wings. Then we'll turn into ears eventually. Boom! Grogu is able to hear now. Now we can texture the rest of this bee into Grogu's head, and we should make sure he has his cozy coat. Then we need to make sure we've got Grogu's hovering pram to shield him. And there is Grogu. He looks so adorable. Look at those hands holding on to the edge of this hovering pram. Now let's just make sure that it actually works correctly, and it does. Grogu takes to the air. Watch what Grogu does, using the Force to pull this pillager into the air, and then Grogu goes for a little rest. If we pop in the Mandalorian as well, these two are going to do significant damage. We're definitely going to need a worthy competitor to take the two of them on. Let's start with one of the most dangerous. Darth Vader is going to be our first challenger, so let's remake this Wither. Duplicate this center head into a few other tiny Wither heads, so we can turn it into Darth Vader's mask. Secure this chest piece and pull the extra Wither heads in, and all Darth Vader's fancy suit tech that will keep him from dying. There is Darth Vader himself with an absolutely massive lightsaber. Also, Darth Vader's entire suit is looking pretty much spot on. I think I'd give this model at least an 8 out of 10. Similar to the Mandalorian and Grogu though, Darth Vader will not only attack just with his lightsaber, but he also can levitate mobs into the air, dealing damage with the Force as they go up. This fight is going to be intense. We've got Darth Vader over here, and the Mandalorian with Grogu over here. It looks like Darth Vader is the first one to get a hit off. He's being levitated currently by Grogu. It looks like they used the Force on each other right there. Oh no, Grogu goes down, and now Darth Vader just yeeted the Mandalorian off the edge. But the whistling birds by the Mandalorian are coming in. That might be his only hope. There goes the Mandalorian. Villains are up 1-0 right now, and that means that Darth Vader is going to be fighting in our final fight. But before we see that, let's find out if we can find a hero that could actually take down one of these Star Wars villains. First, let's make Ahsoka Tano from this drowned. And let's change this drown's texture and make the eyes just slightly bigger to start with. Then we should definitely start with building on her horns that are going to go on top of her head. And they're super long because they're also a sensory organ, and it allows her to sense movement around her. Then, of course, we're going to need the traditional Togruta dress. And Ahsoka Tano has entered the world. Her dual-wielding lightsabers could be useful, so we needed to make sure they were extra powerful. Let's toss in a couple pillagers. There's a whack, there's a whack, there's a jump spin attack on this second pillager, and bang, the third, and bang, the fourth. I don't think the Mandalorian or Grogu was ever able to wipe off pillagers this fast, but of course we're gonna have a villain to fight her. Let's remake this husk into Darth Maul. First, we'll texture on a black base, and then add Darth Maul's red skin with his black tattoos. Now we can insert the horns all around his head and bend them out slightly so that they match exactly. Blow up his shoulders here slightly as well, and then we've got to add some extra leg armoring. Darth Maul is looking intense. The most massive lightsaber we've seen so far. Question is, what can Darth Maul do? Charges instantly towards that pillager and can whack him down in 3 hits. But if we've got 5 or 6 pillagers, There it goes, AoE damage on every single pillager in the area. That's going to be a move that Ahsoka Tano is not able to dodge. We've got Ahsoka Tano in this corner, and Darth Maul here to fight in the opposite corner. This could either bring us to a tie, or the villains could get a massive lead. And Ahsoka Tano takes the first hit, but instantly Darth Maul responds with his spinning blade attack, trading blows left and right. But my goodness, Darth Maul didn't even last a chance. We're tied 1-1, and it also means that Ahsoka Tano is going to have a chance against Darth Vader in the finale. But more importantly than that, we've got to break this tiebreaker. We'll turn this zombie into Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's paste on his Jedi face, and we're going to need him to look Jedi from the sky to the floor. So then we could just texture on the classic Jedi robes, and then give him his classic Jedi boots as well. And we've got the most righteous Obi-Wan Kenobi in Minecraft, with that blue lightsaber that he's going to have to use to fight for his life. Bam, 2 pillagers. So let's see what he does. Blue lightsaber attack. Whack, and he spins it in front of him. Ooh, that might be able to deflect any sort of incoming attacks. It also will provide an AoE attack for any pillagers that walk into the spinning lightsaber. You can see all these pillagers taking hits just because of the fact that they're near the attack, which could be insanely powerful. So we're going to need a villain that's going to make this fight fair. This spider has a lot of legs, so let's make General Grievous. Grab the basic spider head and cyborgify it. Then we'll need the components on the side of Grievous's head.
Now extend the cyborg parts through the rest of his body.
With plenty of arms to hold the lightsabers of fallen Jedi. And his beefy legs that can keep up with the speed of Obi-Wan Kenobi. General Grievous, the infamous Jedi killer. This is one of the most intimidating models we've ever created. And in addition to that, General Grievous will also pull out 4 different lightsabers to nuke any sort of mobs or Jedi that get near him, holding the lightsabers of Jedi that he has wiped in the past. I think this fight is going to be close. Obi-Wan has entered the arena, and General Grievous is looking confident. But Obi-Wan Kenobi is the one to take charge, running right into all 4 lightsabers from General Grievous. This is intense. Obi-Wan Kenobi actually responds with a lightsaber spin himself, and it appears to scare Grievous away until he turns right around for another attack. Obi-Wan Kenobi lands a hit finally. That's 2 in a row. General Grievous brings out all the lightsabers again, trying to fight back. Obi-Wan Kenobi might actually be keeping distance and actually wipes out General Grievous. But it gives the heroes the lead on a 2-1 record. And it also means that Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be able to help Ahsoka Tano in the finale. And Darth Vader might not have a chance. This piglin could be remade into Han Solo for an epic fight. Pull off an arm and texture on the classic white shirt, blue pants, and black boots. And then stitch on a little bit of a better hairline here. Pull off this disgusting piglin nose. Now I could knit together Han Solo's iconic black vest, plug on a holster on his right leg, and build him a tiny weapon of mass destruction. Han Solo has come to Minecraft. Classic open shirt and his blaster in hand. He points it and fires. There's a hit, there's another, and the firing frequency is actually pretty fast. It just doesn't look like it's doing enough damage. There goes down 1 pillager. Here's another. That's 1, 2, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits. That could very well not be enough damage, but we still gotta make sure we make ourselves a worthy villain to fight him. Now let's take this skeleton and remake it into Cad Bane. Toss on his blue skin tone first. Now I'll fill out his chest and tag on Cad Bane's red eyes. Beefy head with a wide top hat, texture of black so it matches flawlessly, and then we're going to need the mercenary robes to cover him up. And of course, we also need some firepower. Cad Bane is looking absolutely awesome. The hat fits perfectly. Authentic resemblance, so we're giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Even though Cad Bane has 2 blasters, he still fires them at the same pace that Han Solo is firing just 1 blaster. This is going to be a very fair fight, but let's bring it back to the lava arena. This is where the villains won last time, so hopefully they'll have a chance to do it again. We've got Cad Bane defending the villains, and Han Solo trying to keep the heroes' record alive. Both of them with blasters, which means it's gonna be a battle of the projectiles. But as you can see, actually, Han Solo was able to dodge attacks. And there he goes, dodging another attack. Cad Bane is dodge attacks as well. He missed that dodge, but there he was able to make a perfect dodge. Han Solo lands that hit, actually using a dodge attack to close the distance between him and Cad Bane. Han Solo about a 50% chance to successfully make a dodge, and Cad Bane is not able to dodge anything almost. Hovering up into the sky, what is he gonna land? A massive hit onto Han Solo. Finally, some decisive move in order to get out of projectile range. It looked like Cad Bane was about to go down too. Instead, he's gonna be there to help Darth Vader in the finale. But first, this 2-2 tie needs to be broken. I'll try to use this tiny rabbit to make Yoda. Pull off the rabbit brains and plug in a big set of ears, then trim them down to match Yoda exactly. But a bigger body, and then texture them all green. Now one set of very old robes, and a little tiny shrunken Yoda feet. And we've got Yoda himself, ready to defend the heroes. His lightsaber fits the size of the model, and his ears are spot on, at least an 8 out of 10. We've made him quite strong. He can attack with his lightsaber. That's 3 hits and demise. But more importantly, Yoda can jump into the air, perform a spinning attack to do extra damage to all mobs that he lands on. Up into the skies, down, and a quick one-hit wonder. That is absolutely going to be something that Yoda needs. Because to make this truly fair, we're going to need a worthy challenger. Of course, let's use an evoker to make Palpatine the Emperor. We've got the basics of the black robes already. Just age his face, nearly totally yellow bloodshot eyes, and extend his robe covering entirely over his head, then just attach those Emperor-worthy boots. Palpatine is looking disgusting and angry as usual. We have absolutely no lightsaber on Palpatine, but we still have mass destruction. And to do that, we've given Palpatine the ability to call forth the power of lightning to damage any mob that he chooses. Though it looks like Palpatine's lightning power might not be strong enough to take down the lightsaber-wielding Green Man. Let's jump into a brand new arena here to handle this massive tiebreaker and find out who exactly is going to be fighting in the finale. We've got Palpatine ready to fight for the villains, and we've got Yoda ready to fight for the heroes. Yoda going right to Palpatine, and Palpatine using the Force to knock him back, but Yoda closes the distance really quickly, and Palpatine slowly backing away, safely keeping distance, waiting to land each hit. Yoda's legs might be too tiny to even catch up, but now Palpatine has been cornered. Spin, jump, moves to the opposite side to push Palpatine back this direction. Looks like Palpatine is trying to get to the other side of this goalpost to put some distance between him and Yoda, and it appears to be working so far. A jump attack, though, actually comes in immediately to wipe out Palpatine, which means the villains are going to be outnumbered against the heroes in this final battle. We've got Darth Vader and Cad Bane fighting for the villains, and Obi-Wan Kenobi with Ahsoka Tano and Yoda fighting for the heroes. And instantaneously, attacks are taking place back and forth. Wait a second, some of the heroes seem to be turning on each other, and Darth Vader is getting 3 hits. I guess we truly can only have one decisive winner. Ahsoka Tano is landing the first attacks. Yoda has cornered Cad Bane over here, and Ahsoka Tano actually goes down right behind us, but Darth Vader has been knocked. Still 2-on-1 with the heroes versus the villains, and down to a 1-on-1. It is up to Yoda right now to fight for all that is good and hopeful. But